This is an Irreverent podcast. Check out irreverent.fm for shows from all our friends. Hello and welcome to Exvangelical, a show exploring the world inside and outside the evangelical subculture. I'm your host, Blake Chastain. Today, September 24th, 2024, my book, Exvangelical and Beyond, How American Christianity Went Radical and the Movement That's Fighting Back, is finally available wherever you buy books. You can find a link in the show notes, of course, but I am so thrilled that this book has finally been released to the public. I'm so excited to hear what you all think of the book, to hear your thoughts, and to see what sort of conversations that it leads to. And I'm so thankful that I get to join in the conversation that's been happening across so many other books, podcasts, social channels, and everything over the last several years. I am thrilled that the book was selected to receive a starred review in Kirkus, and that I had an opportunity to publish an excerpt in Teen Vogue that was just published today as well. And last night, I had a wonderful event at Anderson's Bookshop in Naperville, Illinois, which is a sixth-generation, women-owned independent bookstore, and also located in the town where I went to high school. I even had a friend from my high school youth group, who surprised me and came to the reading, and it was just absolutely a dream come true. I'm so excited for this book to be out in the world. I don't take a single moment for granted. I'm thankful to Tarcher Perigee for the opportunity to publish with them, to Lauren O'Neill for being an incredible editor, to my agent David Morris for your guidance, and to all of my friends and colleagues who encouraged me along the way. I'm thankful to all the writers who endorsed my book, including Reza Aslan, Diana Butler-Bass, Lenny Duncan, David Gushy, Catherine Stewart, Chrissy Stroop, and Brad Onishi. I have so much gratitude for all my friends and family who encouraged me along the way, everyone who's been a part of Irreverent Media Group, the current and former modmins of the Exvangelical Facebook group, to my friends Dan and Mike, and to anyone I've met just because of the podcast and people who have come on this show to share a small part of their stories with me. I really hope that my book can be a helpful addition to the growing number of conversations that we have around faith and identity and society here in the United States as well as around the world. I have to say I'm emotionally all over the place. I'm anxious in both senses of the word. I'm eager for people to read it. I'm nervous about all the things beyond my control, like sales and critical reception. And it's being published in a vastly different sort of landscape than when I started this show 8 years ago. It joins a host of other books on topics like deconstruction, post-evangelicalism, Christian nationalism, and all of which have become steady genres in their own right. And throughout that time, the term exvangelical has become commonplace and gained just as much cruft and association among people who follow these online cultural discussions closely, almost as much as the term evangelical itself. I've always maintained that the term exvangelical has some natural limits and doesn't seek to encapsulate your whole life like evangelicalism does. You can use the term for as long as it serves you and move beyond it whenever it's time. But I hope that this book, my book, illustrates that exvangelicals too are part of a lineage. To quote Caedmon's Call, I come from a long line of leaders. My book shows how the leaders of white evangelicalism have consistently resisted moderating influences and attempted reforms on issues such as racial justice, gender justice, the full affirmation of LGBTQ+ people, in service of whiteness, capital, and power. This staunch refusal to change in the name of orthodoxy has led to considerable harm, enabled abuse and the cultivation of authoritarian cultures, and empowered a vindictive form of politics. People continue to leave evangelicalism just as they have been leaving for decades. Yet with the maturation of social media, that exodus from evangelicalism and dispersal into other forms of spiritual and non-spiritual community is more visible than ever. But this is just the beginning, not the end of the story. I'm so so happy that this book has been released. I'm so excited for people to read it, to listen to the audiobook, to discuss it. I'm excited to hear what you, my longtime listeners, may think of the book. And I'm also excited to get back to recording the show again, get back to talking to other authors and expanding that work, because that has been one of my absolute favorite parts of this entire experience. I'm so thankful to my friends and my family, to my wife and my daughter, and I'm just going to try my best to enjoy this moment and relish in the fact that this is a dream come true. To be a published author, to have an opportunity to connect with readers, and I hope that it is a valuable addition to these conversations. Thank you so much for listening for all these years, and I hope that now you'll have an opportunity to read some of my thinking as well. You can find links to purchase the book in the show notes, and please let me know what you think. We'll talk soon. Thank you.